a day.
Ah! I gotta mark the fucking video, dude.
I love it. I'm all trying to point in. Yeah, these things give me some energy.
Oh man, it's been a motherfucker today, dude.
Yeah, work kicked your ass again.
I was off. It's just I didn't leave the hospital until 4:30, and then woke up, dude. My house is a mess. I have no food in the refrigerator.
Dude, bro, I need to go grow. I know, bro. I feel your pain.
And it's cool if you're single, but I got people depending on me.
Sure,
like,
sure.
like, what are we gonna eat? There's fucking food in the fridge.
No,
there ain't.
Go find yourself something to
Like,
eat.
nope, there ain't. I think we got condiments and lemon juice.
Yeah, I know. I got plenty of salt and pepper.
What can I fucking make with condiments and lemon juice?
Then you start thinking, man, my grandma could make something with that.
Do you remember Dad? We didn't have nothing in the fridge, and then he would
come out.
He would come out of work and then like, why didn't y'all eat? Well, fuck, they ain't shit in the fridge, and then fucking have a whole ass meal. Like, what the fuck did this come from?
A few times I got to eat when he cooked, I was like, your dad made this? Yeah, I was surprised, bro.
I think Dad cooked for everybody, huh? Everybody
He enjoyed it.
That's one of the main things. Is like, I remember your dad cooked, or yeah.
Everybody remembers the dad's tea, the
Fidel.
diabetes tea.
And Fidel.
See,
Oh, yeah,
I
and
want to
the
say
beans,
maybe that's what
the
I ate was
beans.
the fidel. I could, because I'm like, I've always tried to remember. You said fidel. I think fidel and beans is what I ate. That's when I was like, your dad made this shit?
That's why I said my final, hypothetical final meal, if you had a choice, would be my dad's Fidel.
So in my heart, I like to think that when you do get to go to heaven and see him, he's going to have you a meal ready. Can you imagine that, bro?
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be all hugging him. I don't want to let you go, but I'm hungry.
Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah.
Hold on, fucker.
Hold on. Yeah, for real, bro. Amen to that.
Come on, boy.
I'll hug you in a minute, fucker. Hold on.
I remember that time I was painting with him, and he was like, you're still in that same spot. And I was like, oh. He goes, you can move on. It's just so afterwards, it was just one spot. He's like, I'm going to remember that spot. You did a real good job. I was all proud of myself.
You said he's going to have a meal for me, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to get there and be like, these fucking tortillas are store-bought.
You
The
had
fuck,
all this
Dad?
time to learn.
Grandma's fucking here. She couldn't make fucking tortillas. What the fuck,
I
Dad?
could hear you all disappointed.
Ah, you just eat it, boy.
Oh, man.
God damn it, Dad.
Not even in heaven, Dad. Oh, man, I love that, dude. That's what I like to think. In that song, that one that I wrote, at the end is like, when I'm getting to heaven, I bet it smells like my grandma's kitchen. And that's kind of like what I hope for. Because my abuelita, the tamales and all the Mexican smell. My granny, she had that country smell in the mornings.
Yeah.
I remember on the weekends when I'd spend the night, you'd wake up and she'd have a breakfast ready for you. So I'd like to think when I get there, and my first meal will be one of my grandparents.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That'd be awesome.
And then see your dad.
Oh, dude, oh yeah.
Like that.
Oh yeah.
What's up, puto?
Oh yeah, dude. Man, I would. Yeah.
Wait, you get to heaven, right? And you see your dad.
Oh, dude.
Does he have a cowboy hat on?
Yes, sir.
Hell
Yes, sir.
yeah.
A black one
Hell
still.
yeah,
Yes,
black
sir.
one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think Dad will have his house shoes with one pant leg all the way up and one pant leg all the way down.
That dude, man, he never dressed up.
Really? Yeah.
Never, man.
Okay.
And then like they would have like shit that he had to dress up for, like dances or whatever. And he's over there going to borrow my shit. And I'm like, bro, that's a 2X shirt, man. That's gonna look huge. I'm gonna tuck it in. I'll tuck it in.
Tell me why. Whenever my dad passed away, me and my mom, we thought that we were all, like, oh, how sweet, sentimental. We got a pillow made for him with my dad's favorite shirt.
Yeah.
This fucker, it didn't even say, oh, thank you. That was my shirt.
It was.
That was my shirt.
He's like, I get it back now.
It was just a shirt he wore sometimes.
Yeah.
But I was like,
it was
and I
mine.
get it. It was like she like tried to do the awe factor, but
But you're all that.
I go, dude, that was my shirt.
and he fucked it all up for me and my mom. Me and my mom just looked at each other. I was like,
Your heart's all here, brother. He's like, Dad took that from me. That's mine in the first. Thank
I
you.
think I left it right. I think I left it right.
No, I thought it was in your room.
No, like y'all gave it to me and I left it at Mom's house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I am the worst fucking gift receiver, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel you on that. Me
The
too.
worst gift receiver.
I really am, brother. As I've gotten older,
Yeah.
I'll forget shit. I'll lose stuff,
But I get that from my dad.
Yeah. Really? That's cool.
We went to. You weren't there. I don't know why you didn't go. I really don't. It was one of the last times we went to see Tia Janie in McAllen.
No.
And I flew to meet them.
No, I wasn't there.
I flew from Boston to meet them in McAllen, and
I remember that. You weren't there.
It was his birthday, because his birthday's in the summer, and they always went to the Valle, whatever. And so they were like, we're going to do a birthday party, surprise birthday party, all this shit. And I think I've said this before on the podcast, but they made it a point to ask me, what does your dad want? And I go, he don't want nothing. Like, well, what does he need? And I'm like, dude, don't get him nothing. Like, just don't. Well, my cousin saw his wallet, and it was like, dude, my dad used a planner, like a journal, for a fucking wallet, dude.
He's like, I got one of those. I could use it. Yeah.
So she was like, I'm going to get him a wallet. I'm like, all right, cool. They go, like, buy him, it's like a Kenneth Cole, like a mid-range, high dollar.
Yeah, something nice.
Yeah, and he fucking got the wallet, and he's all, thank you, mija, it's awesome. And we don't even get, like, 2 steps out of the door after the fucking party's over. Like, we're going to go to my other tia's where we were sleeping at. And my dad's like, hey, you want a wallet? I'm like, dude, you couldn't even wait till we got in the fucking car, bro? Like,
but my dad was real quick to take the rings that they would give him.
Like,
right?
Hey,
like, jewelry?
Mija, you want this wallet? Like, fuck, Dad. Like,
as you're walking out.
I'm sure they fucking heard you, Pop.
I get that from Dad too, because Jasmine will get me stuff and like, look, Mom, look, and I'm like, oh, okay, or like she'll bring me something and I'll be all like, oh, I don't want it, Mom. I'm sorry. And she'll like look at me and I'm like, oh, I feel so bad, but I have to change.
We got that from Dad.
Yeah,
because Dad was a horrible gift receiver.
Yeah, but Mia, she's like, oh, now she toughened up a lot, but she was a sissy lala at first.
Oh, I understand.
And I was
well,
like,
she out of our entire family, bro, she's the most sentimental. My niece.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah,
yeah.
Like, she'll keep shit or think of you when.
She's a Care Bear.
Like 2 weeks ago, I saw that you were drinking this, so I bought you this drink, and you're like, "Oh, thank you," and then you're like, "I didn't like that drink."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's no fault to her.
Yeah,
She just wants to buy you shit.
And it's awesome because you see where her heart's at. And sometimes, like you said, if she's like literally the one that's like that when y'all aren't like that, it's crazy how God will give y'all someone to soften you up.
I mean, we're sentimental. We are.
Yeah,
I mean, she just told you about the shirt.
True.
Whatever.
True.
We all are, but she's super
super
super sentimental.
That's how I guess I'm the Care Bear, bro. Like when I was little, I was like that.
That's probably why you draw to her.
Yeah, and she was, the first time I met her, man, it was real cool because we were going to do a job, but I could just tell, she minded me of you, I guess, when you were a little girl, you know what I mean? Because I remember when you come to the door, you'd be like, get the fuck out of here. She'd be like, hi, Thomas. I'd be like, hi, Mika. And you'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Dude, let me, she always throws that in my face, right? Let me set the record straight.
Yeah.
She's 4 years younger than us.
Oh, yeah.
She has no business hanging out with us.
Yeah,
we're all fucking passing around Playboys and talking about Chi-Chis. And like, hey, get out of here.
Yeah.
You
come
have
to
no
find out,
business
your sister liked all that too.
But either way.
He was trying to prevent that.
Either way, you were 4 years younger than us. You had no business being in a whole room of guys.
No, you're right.
And she's like, you didn't let me hang out here. You had no business hanging out with our friends.
Like 6 of my homeboys. Yeah, for real.
Fuck.
Not everybody was a carrier like me. I saw you as a little sister. He had to watch out for
They'd
you.
be like, oh, yeah, JP's sister's a fucking whore because she's always hanging around with his friends and shit.
I feel you on that. I was worried with Genesis, my oldest one. And, when she was little, she hung around nothing but boys. And she loved Dad and stuff. So I always had a sense, okay, maybe she might be gay, blah, blah, blah. But you could kind of sense that. So I kind of try to prevent her from hanging around with me and my friends.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want her to think she had to be that. And so when I started counseling, they kind of told me that. They're like, your daughter or your child, regardless, when you're going through a divorce, they'll tend to attach themselves to you. So they're going to be your protector. Well, she's my protector.
Yeah.
And so that's why I always tell her now, is like, who you are is who you are. I love you, whatever. But I'll show her stuff where there's on Facebook, they'll show like someone who's a full blown lesbian. They're drug addicts and stuff. And then by God's grace, man, they're women again. They're dressed like women, happily married. I tell my daughter, that's not what I'm saying I want for you, but just know that if you're trying to please Dad, you don't have to please Dad.
Yeah.
I'm going to love you for who you are.
To make it a point to pocket who you are to please my dad.
And see, I don't want that. And I don't want that because counseling has taught me that. It really has. And she's in counseling by God's grace, man. And
can I have that number? Because someone needs
you know what? All jokes aside, Mika, counseling can do some wonders for you. Now, if you're not a talker or if you don't like to share your business.
Do you want me to tell him?
What?
When I worked at the Federal Halfway House at Dismiss, they fucking signed my ass up for anger management classes.
But that's anger management. It's not counseling.
It didn't work.
Yeah, but she didn't take it serious either. You got to take it serious.
All bullshit aside, you got to want to be the change, right? So what I've learned was, because I have anger issues too. A lot of people think that I'm this sweet little dad, and no, I've been the asshole. So some of the shit I've gone through probably was warranted. But what I've had to learn is it's okay not to be okay. And sometimes you do need to talk to somebody. And your brother may not completely understand you. Even me, like a brother, may not truly understand you. Sometimes a complete stranger, they have no connection, right? Mm-hmm. So they're not going to judge you. They're there to do a job. So sometimes letting your emotions out to somebody, that it's okay. You know, like I talked to JP the last episode off the camera, and he was giving me encouragement. Like, I remember I used to talk to him about God, and I'd go home praying. I was like, because he would be like, man, fuck that. I don't. And here he is, putting a word into me. So sometimes getting stuff off your chest could save your life, Mika. So don't think you're weak. Nah, don't think you're weak if that's the case.
It takes a lot for me. It takes a lot for me to actually open up to him. And whenever I do open up to him, he's all like, "Oh, get over it." Yeah. And I was like, "You don't understand."
Yeah. Like, and that's the sibling thing. Man, my brother Michael, he knows. That's how Mike is with me. My brother used to tell me, he's like, "Bro, you're bipolar." He'd be like, "You need some fucking help." I thank God he used to tell me that, because it pissed me off at the time. I was like, you don't understand. No,
but you got to give your brother and me credit.
Yeah.
Because you've created a path and a pattern your whole fucking life. I don't know that you're opening up. Yes. I don't, because I just think that you're doing back to what you do.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not obvious to me that she's opening up.
Yeah.
And I feel like shit because, okay, right now she legit is trying to change. And now that I know that, I'm there for her.
Yeah.
But previously...
Yeah,
it was just like you're doing your other. You're back to your pendejadas.
Yeah, I feel you. Now, with that being said, how awesome is it to see that? Like you just said, you see her really trying to change.
Yeah.
How amazing is that to see her?
It feels amazing,
right?
Yeah.
So, Mika, I hope you can know. Like, we're not all of us can tell you how we feel. Me, I'm a care bear because I just knew. Sometimes JP knew a lot of stuff that nobody else knew about me. So sometimes he may not be able to open up to you, but he can be like an avenue, whether it's a brother in me, or maybe he has some other connections that someone that can help you. His heart, it's awesome because you could his heart's in the right place. But if we don't know how to do certain things, we don't know if we weren't taught or stuff like that. So the fact that you can bring that up and say, hey, I am being a better person, or trying to, and he sees that, you've come a long way. You know what I mean? And you so really your daughter's going to see that, or she already is seeing that, and then your brother sees that, and then your mom sees that, and then eventually you'll see that. Like, hey, I've come a long way. I've come a long way, actually, man. I would love to act like everything was always great. I was an asshole. I was a dick to my kids and my ex-wife. It took me losing all of that, and then getting my kids to realize, okay, it's okay to realize, hey, I'm the issue sometimes. I'm the problem.
It was an awakening moment.
Amen to that, bro. Yeah. And I'm still somewhat awakening, but it's okay to realize sometimes we are the problem. Our issues, man, we've been through some shit. I heard what you kind of talked about on one of the episodes. Man, that breaks my heart, because I didn't know, and he didn't know, and just not to get too personal, but I was when I was little, you know what I mean? And the only thing that helped me get through is I could talk about it. I'd tell my cousins, and they'd be, what the fuck's why are you talking about that? That was just the way God made me, but I dealt with it. Mm-hmm. And then as I got older, the stuff that happened to me, I realized, oh, crap, that was nothing compared to you or somebody else. And that's what I can help you with. It's because I've been through it, right? Same thing with bro. He may not been through what you've been through, but it doesn't mean he doesn't want to help you. He just might help you in a different avenue. So,
well, she knows that I'll do anything.
Goddamn right, yeah.
She knows that.
And I love to see how y'all are now. That episode y'all had, you were just, that face, he was like, oh, shit, I shouldn't have invited her. But that's awesome, bro, because, my daughters, they all butt heads, man. And I know one day they're going to get there. And they'll get there. So to see
it's just being young.
Yeah, young and siblings, man. You know how me and my brothers were. We fought like fucking cats and dogs.
But you grow, you learn.
Yeah.
Let's start this podcast, man.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
John Eric. Media.
Here we go.
All you ladies, pull your chi-chis out. This is the JP Lopez Show. Also, if you're a transgender, pull your pecker out. This is the JP Lopez Show.
But first, I gotta thank God.
That's right. For real.
God is good, man. Thank you for tuning back into the JP Lopez Show. I got some family. Even though you might not expect how this episode's gonna go.
Yeah.
Because the last episode with your ass.
You're still feeling the effects of that
dang,
one?
Man.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Dude, last episode.
Life's about to child
I keep fucking saying it. Like, as soon as I hit that fucking record, I was like, fuck.
And that's probably one of my favorite episodes. I told JP, I watched that like 5 or 6 times, dude. You and your cousin got
nobody want to hear that shit. Yeah.
You were trying to end it quick. All right, that's it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
No, you think me and Mary Jane have stories? Me and Nicole have stories.
No, but then our break, that episode, our break, god damn.
I imagine.
When we braked for, the pausing, fuck, dude. If these walls could talk, that's like 8 Patreon stories, dude. Like, I just wanted to leave.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. And I was like, y'all better not say that when we go back on. Like, fuck that.
That was good shit, though.
But anyways, man, what's up, Thomas?
I'm blessed to be here, brother. It's been a good day, man. Got out of work and was able to come over here and spend
This weather's been shitty. It's been rainy. It's been windy.
Yes, sir.
Let everybody know your number again.
Shout out once again. It's 806-535-4215. Thomas Rios, man.
Call that motherfucker for all your lawn services.
Yeah, man.
Even if you just need an alley, fucking
seriously,
mode.
I do cleanups. I do cleanup. Yeah, for real. Appreciate that, brother. Amen.
Hell yeah, man.
Amen.
Happy to fucking have you on, and I'm very happy to have my sister back on.
Thank you, brother.
I love you to death, sister, and I know. Right now we're going through a tough situation because my mom's in the hospital, but it's could be worse.
Okay.
She's just in there for pain management because her back is all fucked up. But this past week that we've been in the hospital together, it's kind of a little bit of a therapy for both of us to be here. You know what I mean?
Amen, bro.
And to have you on here. Hell yeah.
Mom said, JP got a taste of what you go through every day.
I know. Because she was in so much pain, and she's like, massage my leg, massage my knee, massage my hip. And it took everything in me to not cry, just to be strong for her. Because, gosh, I never seen my mom in that much pain, bro. Never.
Imagine how all those years she was strong for you.
I know.
Whether it was hurting.
And it was my turn,
yes,
and
sir.
It was hard.
Yes,
it was
sir.
hard to be strong for her.
Proud of you, though, bro. Because, me being a mother, a mama's boy, man, you got to take advantage of those opportunities when you have them, and it sucks when it's under these circumstances being in the hospital. But
and it's okay to me, though, because you know what? It could be a lot worse.
It could be, yeah.
All her scans, like, everything's coming back good for her age.
Praise God.
It's just that she's got no cartilage in her vertebrae, and
I'll be lifting her. I'll be lifting her and y'all guys up.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Appreciate that, brother. Well, what was your work schedule like? Fuck that bitch.
No, I don't know.
It's same old shit.
Yeah. Different day.
Yeah. Real quick, man. If you watch the YouTube, you'll see what we were talking about before we started the podcast. But the only way that I can describe it, sister, is you know how you are told a secret that you can't tell nobody, and like even if you're a gossiper, you can't tell anyone.
That one, yeah.
And you're just like, fuck, I'm gonna call Domino's and be like, hey man, can I let me blah blah blah, and then you got it off your chest. You're like, whoo, I told somebody.
I never thought about that. Yeah. Call Pizza Hut tonight.
But that being said, I think legit, and I'm not putting you on blast, sister, but if you take therapy seriously and it's someone that you don't know, and someone that honestly probably don't even give a shit, like they're there for a paycheck too, you know what I mean? But it's helping you because you've said it, like you've let it off your chest,
and that's the truest shit you've ever said, bro. And I mean that because I need therapy still, but seriously, sometimes talking about it with somebody that doesn't have any connection or a bias, because even with me, I'm a Care Bear. You could tell me your problems, I'm like, oh yeah, Mika, I'm gonna sometimes tell you it's okay or try to make you feel better.
But there's stuff that she can't tell you.
I get that. I get that.
So you're not.
Yeah.
she's worried somebody's gonna judge. If it's just a stranger, and like I said, and hopefully they give a shit, but more than likely they probably don't. You know,
and what they would give a shit about is your mental, because I think that's what psychology is. They want to help you understand what you're going through and why you're going through it. And I had to learn, and I'm still in it. I'm not in counseling like I once was, but it did help me. Now I could just tell but obviously I talk on JP's podcast about my ex-wife a lot, so that's some therapy that I still get off my chest. So sometimes you may not even realize it. So some joking and stuff like that. But yeah, if you ever need to talk, reach out to somebody, man.
I know it helped me with my dad, man. And I was so pissed at my work because they were like, you can't come back to work unless you've passed this, whatever the fuck they did. And I was like, fuck y'all. But then it helped me, dude. It fucking helped me talking about it. Like,
it's good to have people that give a shit about you, whether it's work or friends. Yeah. Because you're not alone in this, man. And we all go through some struggles, but when you realize, man, I'm going through this, they may not understand my struggle, but they're struggling too.
Yeah. You know, I haven't let it be known where I work at, but I work in a stressful ass job where, you know, you can't have a bad day. You know, you legit can kill someone with a double click of a mouse, you know.
Damn it.
I can't afford to have a bad day.
Damn it.
And it's so stressful to have a bad fucking day, but I love you, sister, and I love that you're changing your shit, because the old you fucking resented shit and held anger, and I see that you don't want to do that no more. But I really, really wish that you would just see a therapist to just put all your shit out there, because stop holding it in. Yeah. And I know that you can't tell me, mom, just a stranger, and it would feel so much lighter for you not holding that resentment or.
And you're gonna help somebody.
I hate that you're crying right now. I really do, but I'm glad that you're crying, because you know that this is from my heart. You know.
I love you, man.
This is from my heart, sister, and I love you to death.
But I don't cry because I'm not a little bitch.
You ain't no little bitch, huh?
I ain't no punk bitch. I ain't no. I'm a punk bitch then, because I cry a lot. No, you're beautiful, mama. Yeah, I hope you know that inside and out. You really are.
God, you're an ugly crier.
You're beautiful. You're a god dang, you're ugly.
Now that you said,
Ew, you're an ugly crier.
Now that you said that, I remember. I think it was Theo Ini. Whenever he died. And
that ain't funny, stupid.
No.
You're all, wait.
I was like so heartbroken because of Teorini died, right? Yeah. So, you know, the Knights of Columbus walked in.
Oh, yeah,
and it was, you know, the casket, and then it was us. And then Theo Glory said, she pulled me to the side because we were in my car, and she was like, man, when we had parked, she was like, land. She was all scared of my driving. But anyway.
I don't want to die either.
Hey, you know what? I'll fucking walk.
The only reason I say this is because when we were in the car, she was all like, Ashley. And I was like, what? She goes, you had an ugly cry. I was all like, really? She was all like, whenever you were walking down, and I turned, Alea was all like, you did? And I was like, I will never forget that day that their glory.
I'm not going to cry no more.
Tune into the YouTube and see the ugly crier. Get my views up.
Check it out.
You said no.
Subscribe and.
I was all trying to be nice. I said, "You're beautiful." You're like, "Oh, you're crying. You're ugly. You cry."
Ugly cry.
But that's what big brothers are for. They gotta give you shit because they love you, you know. And if he didn't give, you hear the show. We give each other shit. But I know it's because of love. But yeah, we talk about.
Yeah, man. If I'm not giving you shit, I don't give a fuck about you.
That's when you need. That's when
you need to worry.
Yeah, seriously.
But just off to a fucking greater topic, man. Yeah. Let's talk about fucking snacks, bro.
Let's do this.
What is your go-to favorite snack? And is it your all-time favorite? Because
good question.
Your old go-to snacks might not be made no more.
Because I was gonna say, if you're asking what's my go-to now, as I'm older and I work in the work I do, man, roasted peanuts, bro.
For real?
Literally roasted. You know, old school. I don't know if you ever did the peanuts with Coca-Cola.
The honey roasted,
honey roasted,
or
bro.
Just roasted.
Honey roasted.
Okay, hell yeah.
Honey roasted is my shit. Well, before, I mean, the chubby dude in me, I'd want a burger. Screw peanuts or stuff like. Dude, in this work I do, give me a big bag of roasted peanuts and I'm in heaven, brother. So it's not my all time favorite because as a kid, man, I really don't know what my all time favorite snack is because I eat a lot. I love Starburst. I love my Skittles. I love.
You love non-chocolate candy?
Oh yeah, dude.
I have to be in the mood for chocolate too.
I have to be in the mood. Yeah, strawberry. No, not strawberry. Cherry Laffy Taffies, the old school.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh, the sticks.
that's my shit right there, bro. To this day.
Do y'all remember the Big Shot ice cream?
Big Shot ice cream.
It was at 7-Eleven, and it was a big old round Big Shot. It was a red pouch, and it had the blue Big Shot.
I have to know.
Was it like a popsicle?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't remember that.
Was it kind of like the bomb stick, the red, white, and blue one?
No.
No. Okay.
No, it was like a,
was like a push-up?
fat, thick.
Was it a push-up?
No.
Oh no, I
No,
don't
it
remember
was
that.
like-
The way you're describing it, she's like, it was a fat.
And I'm going.
Hey, calm down.
Yo, no wonder you like those guys. You go China.
I don't remember those, but most favorite fucking snack ever, bro, was the August pies.
Bro, yes, my bad. I didn't even.
And then
Man.
now not so much,
What's your favorite flavor?
it was always the lemon, bro.
Lemon. Oh,
Yeah, lemon or cherry.
Lemon, cherry, or dude, I like the apple.
I did like the apple, but it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
I liked them all. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh yeah.
fuck, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Oh, I do
Yes,
remember
they were like
that.
the big. I
Yeah.
thought they were big red.
Yeah.
Yes, you're.
Put it up to them so that way the YouTubers can see
Oh yeah,
it.
man, y'all have to remember that.
No, I don't. I do remember
Yeah,
that. Did they sell these in the school?
7-Eleven. I don't know about it in this.
I
No,
think
it was those Minute Maid. Remember, you tear
Yes,
those
the
little
pouch, yes.
triangle
Oh, yeah.
pouch. Yeah,
Just-
that's
yeah.
your favorite snack.
Those did go hard. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't thought about those in 20 plus years, but those did go because they were like big red to me.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why I love
Yeah.
them. You're right.
Yeah.
Did you ever like the creamsicles?
The
orange
the
with-
suckers, the lifesavers.
Oh no, I didn't try the lifesaver creamsicle. I was talking about like the ice cream.
The
Oh.
orange with the white.
from the ice cream truck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I got recently, I say about 2 years ago. I got back into those. Man, they hit different, bro. I'm picky. Was it Blue Bunny? I think Blue Bunny.
Yeah,
If you go to the
yeah.
Walmart or Market Street, they have, bro, those smack. They really, really do.
Ice cream truck comes. I'm gonna get that fucking bomb pop. The,
Oh, yes, sir.
the
Me too.
yellow and the chocolate.
Oh, dude.
That wasn't the bomb pop, right?
That
It
was
was
the-
like it, but
It was the fudge bomb.
oh yeah,
No, mine was the ice cream with the bubble gum on the bottom. That was
the
my
clown
go-to.
face.
The
cone.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
my
cone
daughter's like
with
the
that one.
cherry one. Yeah,
Yeah.
they still say
That one was
Remember
my
the
go-to.
clown that had the nose that was the bubble gum?
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
eyes are all
Looking
fucked
like
up.
Yeah, it
Joan-
looked all
Joan
fucking.
Ritter.
It
Oh,
looked
was it?
all fucking
What is it,
mustarded.
No, what does that dude? John Whitaker or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
like,
oh,
lazy
yeah.
eye, yeah,
with
yeah.
the Forrest Whitaker
Yeah,
eye.
there you go,
Forrest
Forrest Whitaker.
They
There you
said
go.
they said me on 419 and then Forrest Whitaker 420. Yeah, those ice creams were the shit, bro. Those man, I had my little brother. Shout out to Andrew, man, Big Drew. He used to work for an ice cream truck, and he would just give them out.
He didn't give a fuck.
He didn't give a fuck. I was like, Mijo, let me pay. He goes, oh no, they'll fire me anyway. Bro, we played a softball. All our cousins and my uncle Tony, before he passed away, we called it the primos. And my brother was out there just passing out ice cream at Big C. My cousin Chris went to school with you. Remember Chris Gutierrez?
Is he working at the juvenile detention center?
No,
now?
no. It's Big C. He lives in Dallas now. Y'all went to school because I remember, man, y'all were junior high kid. Chris Gutierrez is my little cousin, Big C. He became a rapper.
If I see a picture of him,
Yeah, I'll show you a picture afterwards.
He was
I-
a rapper turned singer.
He's a rapper turned singer.
Yeah.
Now he's settled down. And he's still, he's the one that, when I did that music, he's the one that produced it all. So he was doing some good shit, man.
I trip out because we're fucking old now,
Yeah.
and you remember our friends and their little brothers as little brothers,
Yeah.
and then you see them on social media
Grown
or,
men.
or in real life, and you're like, "Fuck, I remember you to be little,
Yeah,
bro."
for
Like,
real.
what the fuck?
For real. Bro. When I seen Jacob Sign's little brother, I was like, you're not 30-something years
Fucking
old.
Nene,
Little
hell
Nene,
yeah,
man.
and Matthew's brother Nate,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I just remember them to be little,
Little,
man.
yeah,
like,
Nathan
fuck.
Martinez.
yeah. Nate, yeah.
I went to school with
Yeah,
him.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
I got him on Facebook. He's crazy as shit, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went to school with him.
Yeah, I got him on Facebook,
Yeah.
and he's fucking funny,
Yeah,
man.
he is. He worked with my little brother Andrew at City Bus. I think Nate's still at City Bus.
Well, shout out Nate, shout out Nene.
Yeah, Nate, Nate, yeah.
Yeah, whenever Nathan did training for the city bus, I was there with him.
Okay.
And ask him, shit you not. I was sitting next to him and we were doing tests, and I would look over and he would like give me his paper.
Oh,
and
that's
I
what
would-
Thomas did to Felix.
Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out to Nathan for helping me pass.
He helped you get through it. That's
but he couldn't help me get through the test. I was mad because I was telling him
No shit.
Because
You got to do it yourself,
no
stupid.
shit. But I mean, he helped me.
Text
You
test.
should have told him. I copied off of him. I need his help. We're a team.
We're partners.
We're partners.
I'm dyslexic. I need him to help me read it.
If you're dyslexic, read it backwards, stupid.
I should have
It'll
tried
be
that.
right.
I should have tried that. Yeah. I just wanted to drop out because I was dyslexic.
When you were a kid, what was your favorite cereal?
Oh, we talked about this one time. Remember, all mine were the shitty ones. Remember, I said I like Kix and Raisin Bran.
Oh, you
It's because I was poor
did.
as shit. Now, thinking back of it, Honey Smacks and Lucky Charms were my shit. Honey Smacks was the one with the
Yeah,
frog
you
on
can't
it.
fuck with Lucky Charms, bro.
Yeah.
That was the shit.
That was
yeah.
the original Lucky Charms. Oh yeah, and well, I liked it when they put more marshmallows. But Lucky
Dad would
Charms-
fuck us up, man. My dad fucked us up, bro. If you didn't eat that cereal within the first 3 or 4 days, it was gonna be mixed with all the other fucking cereals.
Or if we wouldn't touch it, he would take it to my grandpa's house and we would eat it over there. We would eat it over there. But it's funny that you asked
That's
about the
badass.
cereal is because I was telling Mom that I missed that Janie Gauna. Because whenever I would go over there, she would have a box of my favorite cereal, the Cheerios, the yellow box Cheerios.
The regular Cheerios.
regular
Who the
Cheerios.
fuck raised you?
The regular Cheerios and the cornflakes, but she would always keep the
You
yellow
mean-
box Cheerios.
You mean
for me.
postostis?
Tosties, remember that? Did you put sugar? Did you like
Yes,
sugar? Oh,
I drenched that
same
shit with
That's
sugar.
probably why I like regular Cheerios too, bros. Because you just put all that sugar and all at the bottom of the bowl, scraping it. That's
She
Dude,
would
I
always-
never knew your favorite cereals were Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Yeah,
and-
Cheerios.
Because we always
and
had
Frosted Flakes.
Honey Nut Cheerios, but not Cheerios.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cheerios.
Honey Nut
Yeah,
Cheerios.
Janie would always have the boxes on top of the refrigerator, and when
Yeah.
I would go, she would give them to me. I miss her.
Remember the box tops? You had to save the box tops for school and shit.
yes, sir, the points,
and they
yeah,
never
yeah.
fucking gave a
Never
shit.
get shit,
Never
bro.
got shit. I got a gazillion points. What is that good for? A pencil. The fuck? Fuck you.
I ate all those cereals for this shit. Yeah, dude.
I say a pencil. Do you remember the when you went to school unprepared and they sent you to go buy a pencil
The
or
25-cent
the
machine?
25-cent
The machine?
machine with the pencil or
Oh, yeah.
or the little thin pad of paper with like 4 or 5 pages in it?
Yes, sir.
Like what the fuck?
Do y'all remember whenever
Yes,
they
sir.
had that homework hotline? I would call the homework hotline
Oh,
just
the
to
LISD.
get just
Yeah.
to get the pencils.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
that's-
yeah, they did have
yeah.
that. I forgot. Yeah.
To get pencils?
Yeah, you would call them the homework
I remember
hotline.
that,
Me and
yeah.
Nicole would always call, and we would be laughing, and we would just to get a pencil.
Wasn't it like
But
a Dr.
delivered-
Pepper? Or something?
Okay, but how do you get the pencil?
You would call the LISD hotline, and then you would tell them your information, what
Yeah.
school you went to, your
Yeah.
grade, and then they get on there and they do math, and then they show it.
Yeah.
And me and Nicole literally.
But that's what I
just
thought
made
you had
up.
to like have a question. Oh,
Yeah,
y'all made up
we
a question.
made up a question
Just
just
to-
for us.
I
to
don't get 2 times 2. What the fuck?
Ask
Do I
Nicole.
carry the 4?
Ask Nicole, and we would laugh.
No wonder
and
you
just
carry
to get
the
a
30.
pencil, just to get a pencil. Yep.
What the
We,
fuck?
yeah, we would call and we would be all like, okay, so and then we would like make up a question, and then we would sit there and we wouldn't even listen.
They all
We
had
just
6
hang up. We're
pencils.
like, do you get it? Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you. And then we would get the pencil the next day.
At the school,
Yeah.
someone would legit have to. That's their job to take
Yeah.
one fucking pencil to an elementary
Shout
school.
out LISD.
Ain't that
I
a
know,
bitch?
right?
bro,
Like,
Yeah.
for real.
The homework
And I
hotline.
forgot about the homework hotline.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
I did forget about the
Yeah.
homework. I never called that fucking piece
Yeah,
of
me
shit.
neither. Now by that time I was already ready to drop out. So I was like, ah, screw
God
it. I don't-
dang, I'm done. Y'all don't got bacon. I'm fucking done. They ain't got bacon here. Fucking done.
Yep. But the homework hotline was the shit
Yeah,
back then.
that's crazy.
I forgot about the homework
Too.
hotline.
Completely forgot
Damn.
about that.
Yep.
Yep, and I don't remember the pencils though. But I do
Yeah.
remember having to walk to that fucking the school office where the little piece of shit machines were.
Oh yeah.
Dispense your 25 cents to get a
Yeah,
pencil or a
I
pen
remember
of
that
paper.
because that and then couldn't you get pens eventually and it was like 50 cents or it was always something different. Of course, I went to Bayless, so every school is different. But yeah, I remember there would be 2 of them, one for pencils, and I think one for a mechanical pencil is what it was.
Yeah, it was the
for
mechanical
the 5th and
pencil.
6th grades.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
It was a
And-
cheap ones
Yeah,
too.
real cheap.
Whenever I was listening to your podcast, you were talking about Mr. Becerra. Mr. Becerra.
Fuck that puto.
Mr.
.com.
Becerra had retired the year that Jocelyn went into, and I was
Good.
like, "Thank
Fuck that
God,
No,
man!"
I heard nothing.
He
And
took
Miss
pride-
Wood.
He took pride in making your life hell.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
I heard
he was
about-
that teacher.
I heard
dude.
about that. Yeah.
And
Fuck
Miss
that
Wood.
puto.
Remember Miss Wood?
big old fat ass. Yeah, big old dumper. She took big old shits.
Yep.
That's where you started thinking about it?
I know when she flushed, she had to fucking scrub that toilet.
Yep.
She had shit streaks
He's
all over
so
that motherfucker.
stupid.
You're all, why is she always late after lunch?
Why is there a knife hanging here? That's my poop knife.
Why is there Hershey's on her on her pants?
She's one of those spatulas.
Oh. Nasty bitch.
Shout out, Miss Wood.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, Miss Sanchez, remember?
I had Miss Sanchez in 4th grade. She made my life hell, right? And got me fucking legit spanked by my dad every day. Because I told you I'm a fucking class clown.
yeah.
And, you know, go to 4th grade, go to 5th grade. I'm like, all right, 6th grade. This bitch was my teacher again in 6th grade. I was like, no, that's not fair.
Yeah, you're God, what did I do to you?
Just
God?
recently, I saw Miss Sanchez, and I sent you a picture. Remember? I sent her a picture. We were at Hobby Lobby, and I zoomed it in, and she still looks the same. Big old
She
glasses.
sent me a picture, and I immediately had flashbacks of my dad whooping my ass.
Did you cry?
I caught my breath.
Where's my dad? Where's my dad?
Kelita, turn it off. I can't see it.
I've heard of, I know a few homeboys that went to school with y'all in elementary, and I hear the stories, bro.
He's a bitch.
I hear about that.
So, favorite gum?
You go first, Mika.
Ah,
All time favorite?
I would have to say the zebra, the ones with all the different
The
colors.
one that fucking lasted 2 seconds.
Yes, that one.
Because you would eat the whole, because you could eat the whole package, because you know those they would last.
Remember
like
the
3
bubble
seconds.
tape?
Oh yeah,
Did
When
they
it
still
first
make
came
that?
out.
The
You
bubble
used to always buy that shit.
the pink one, right?
You used to buy the jug of bubble gum. Remember the jug,
yes,
powdered
it had
bubble gum.
powder.
Yes.
And then you used to it was like the fruit by the foot, but it was the bubble gum.
Yes,
That roll,
yes.
the
Now
roll.
I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
You always bought that. Them two nasty shits.
Yeah, the zebra. I would always remember.
I
the
think she
zebra
bought
one.
shit that she knew I didn't like.
So you wouldn't touch my
right?
shit.
Because
You
I'm
wouldn't let
smarter
me hang
than you
around
knew,
with your
bro.
friends, so I had to pay you back.
What was your favorite gum?
Man, growing up, the yellow juicy fruit was the only thing I could ever get. So back in the day, my grandma would always give us juicy fruit and Wrigley's. So I'm old school.
There's some bourbons, bro, and you know I'm a bourbon guy.
Yeah.
That some of the tasting or the smell notes on the bourbons is juicy fruit.
Really?
Yeah, and you're like, what?
I want to
This
try
is
that.
Weird,
dude.
Like,
My grandma
Yeah.
would always give us, and back then you could buy it for like 15 cents.
Oh,
like
yeah,
the 4
yeah.
pack, 5 pack, and so juicy fruit, and then I guess now it's extra. I just chew on extra as I work and stuff. But
there's a lot of fucking gum now.
Oh, yeah.
A lot. But my most favorite was the Freshen Up. They had the gooey shit inside.
dude,
Yeah, they were like these little.
Were they like blue?
They were
yes,
blue.
that's what
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you bite them and it had the little gel
Yeah.
inside it.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I always thought that. Yeah, I know exactly what that was. The bougie gum. If I had a couple of bucks, I could get me a
Yeah.
pack or two. Yeah, I
JP,
forgot about
what
that.
was Mom's favorite gum?
It was Wrigley's double mint.
Double mint,
Double
the
mint.
green one,
Yep.
Yeah,
right?
the green
one.
Yeah, and then the bubble gum, the one with
The
the,
Hubba
yellow.
Bubba.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I forgot about. Do you
Mom
remember the old
loved that.
Wrigley commercials? They would always show like the twins and the little. I had to look them up now, but Wrigley gum. It'd be like the peppermint,
The double mint twins.
the double mint twins.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I remember those commercials as a kid.
My mom chewed it was Hubba Bubba.
Hubba Bubba.
Now I think that you have to like strengthen your jaw or go to work out for your jaw to chew that shit.
I know. It's like chewing black tar.
This was my next best thing. The candy cigarettes.
Oh,
shit.
Those
Oh,
were my shit
That's-
too.
Do they still sell those? I don't think because we live
Cracker
in a
Barrel.
pussy ass society,
Yeah,
bro.
not
You
now,
can't
yeah.
have kids
No, you
smoke.
can't-
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
I remember seeing it one time at Cracker Barrel, and that was it.
I remember
Only
like
one time.
At Cracker Barrel shop.
those
Those are the
candy
shit.
cigarettes, right? You remember they were like I guess they were gum and they were wrapped
Yeah.
like a cigarette,
Yeah.
and then you would blow it and it had the smoke
Yes,
come
sir.
out of
Yes,
it.
sir.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So now they'll let kids wear high heels, but you can't fucking act like you want to smoke a cigarette. Like what the fuck? So I'd rather my kid smoke a cigarette. Yeah, for real, bro. Those
She can
cigarettes
change
were-
her fucking identity at 3,
Yeah,
but can't fucking smoke a vape. The fuck?
Do you remember those? There were wax candies that you could just chew on. They're like little wax things, and they had liquid in them.
With the bottle caps?
Bottle
The-
caps,
the-
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you're supposed to take them off. We used to just chew on them.
What the fuck?
bro? Fucking wax. Probably why my gums are horrible, but yeah, those are the shit.
Yeah, because you would bite the top and then suck the juice out and then chew that fucking wax for fucking hours. And
Yes, sir. Nobody told me you were supposed to tear it out. I just popped it in my mouth and chewed the shit out of it.
What was the one that was it dipstick? It had like 3 or 4 flavors with that white piece of shit ass candy that no one ate. And you just threw it away.
And the cherry, the grape.
The grape was the shit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Cherry, grape.
The fun dip.
Fun dip.
That's what the fuck
That's
it was.
badass, yeah.
Yep.
That fun dip was the shit, dude. I seen a meme a while back.
This one was JP's favorite.
Big League.
That's still,
Because I was dipping, bro.
Yeah, that was
on my
right.
bike.
Do y'all remember sugar daddies?
Oh,
The
yeah.
one my dad. I remember my
With
dad
the
would
stick?
always
Yeah.
Dad
The
the
shit.
caramel. Dad would always warm
never
it
liked
up,
that
and he
shit.
would give it to me every time he
I
would warm it up.
never liked that
I remember
shit.
that.
Yeah.
And now I love fucking caramel, bro. I'll eat sugar daddy. That don't sound right. I'll eat sugar daddy. Excuse me. I'll eat sugar daddy.
Calm down.
Is that the one that you're talking about?
Yeah, the bubble tape. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
And then the what is it?
Oh, we gotta put those on.
How do you say that?
Razzles.
Razzles?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
shit.
never liked
Yeah,
that
me
shit
neither.
either. Those were
Those-
like bottle caps. Remember the bottle caps?
Razzles
Yeah.
and sprees. I didn't really like.
Those were like the bottle caps.
Yeah. Bottle caps suck.
Yeah. You got $2 to your name, right? You're in elementary.
Okay.
You get to go to the vending machine. Are you getting a candy or a bag of chips? I know you're getting a fucking drink for sure.
Yes. That's a good. It depends on what day, because I love my Doritos. So if yeah. Oh, that's a good question, brother. It all depends on what candy and what chips they have. If they have some Funyuns and Doritos, I'll get my Doritos and a Big Red if I could.
A Big Red for
Yes, sir.
fucking sure. Hell yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What vending machine? Because remember the vending machine that they had the burritos in, and then
nah.
I would use that one.
You wanted that shit?
I would want food.
Like at
I
the
was a
hospitals,
fan.
is that the ones you're talking about where they'd slide over and you can get the sandwiches?
No,
and
it would turn around and it would have like frozen burritos.
So what's your drink?
Yeah.
and
What's your drink?
sandwiches. My favorite drink?
When you're a kid, you're in elementary.
To go with that burrito, what kind of drink?
Oh, I don't know. That's a hard one.
Big Red? Root beer?
I wasn't really good on.
You
I
like Dr.
wasn't-
Pepper.
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper.
Was that your shit back then? Yeah. I love me some Dr. Pepper now. I'll go through phases where sometimes I'll taste a little too much like prune juice, and then I gotta stay
Really?
up. For real, bro.
I fucking, dude, once Dr. Pepper Zero, I
Yeah.
mean, it's fairly new. Once it came out, dude,
Yeah.
I threw away Diet Dr.
Really?
Pepper. I kicked it to the dogs.
Okay, I haven't tried the zero. No,
Dude,
I
it's
drink.
fucking good.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah.
diet Dr. Pepper. Okay, I have to try the
Y'all
zero.
remember the Surge?
Oh yeah. Surge. I remember Surge and Squirt. Surge was the green one, right?
Yeah.
Remember they said it made your pee-pee shrink?
Yeah.
You know what they sell it at the Dollar General?
God damn it.
The Dollar Tree.
God damn it.
That
They sell it at
explains
the
a
Dollar
lot.
I used to drink that by the case, motherfucker. Oh, they brought it back? Really?
Yeah, at the Dollar Tree over there on 4th and Frankfurt. That one, I've seen it there.
Well,
My most, okay, so I'm going to the vending machine, right?
Okay.
Of course, it's either going to be root beer, as a kid, root beer or Big Red.
Okay.
Like
Did
the
you
creamy
have
sodas.
Did you have a specific root beer? Did you like A&W?
I fucking love Barks.
Barks. See,
Yeah.
that's the only one
That
I would
silver
drink.
can,
Yes, sir.
fuck yeah,
That's
dude.
the only one I will drink. Is
But it
Barks.
was always the Andy Cap hot fries. Not the fucking Chester hot fries that they sell now.
The one with the little
And that's
hat?
what I thought you were going to fucking say, but
The
you
blue
didn't.
hat. Dude, I forgot about
Because
that. Dude.
at the swimming pool,
Forgot
I would
about
go there. Whenever at the
Because
swimming pool, I would
you always
go
got
over there.
Andy Cap hot fries.
Is that
Oh,
the
at
blue
the
bag?
pool.
Yeah, the blue bag.
Dude, oh,
Did you
that
see it at the hospital
Sorry.
in the bag? On Mom's table, there was one in there.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
badass.
you
It was
see
in
it
them.
from time to time now, and I still haven't.
It's at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, but they're
Those were the shit.
when I was
bro.
a kid, bro. Them hot fries and a fucking Coke. Hell,
It was
yeah.
between
I would
those
go.
or the pork skins for me. My cousins loved the hot fries, so they would give me the chicharrones, the hot ones.
Yeah.
And it was either a Big Red or a Sprite. If I had chicharrones, I would want
I
a Sprite,
lied.
bro.
I fucking lied. I forgot about Sprite.
Oh yeah.
I fucking down Sprite as a kid too. And then
Sorry.
candy wise was Runts.
Oh yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah,
Which
remember
one's
they
that?
were
The
like
little fruits?
bananas and apples and
Oh,
I still love those, bro.
I would
Do you-
throw away the bananas. I didn't.
no one liked the fucking bananas.
Everybody,
like it.
my kids eat them all, and they're like, "Well, it's because those are the only ones you gave us." I was like, "Fuck you, goddammit!" But for real, they love the banana ones, them and the Laffy Taffies, and it's because I probably didn't let them have the other ones.
For real?
Yeah, they like all the shitty shit, bro.
Shake the Laffy Taffy.
Laffy
Taffy.
Runts
Yeah.
are the shit.
Do you still eat them?
Nah,
No.
do they still make them?
Mhm.
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
They make them the soft ones now.
Oh
So
yeah.
they're not as crunchy, but you get the same effect.
They make everything chewy now.
Mhm.
But I did back in the day. Remember the big ass sweet tarts, the big ones. It was like
Sure.
a pack of 3 or something. The
Four.
chewy ones.
Oh,
the
yeah.
4, yeah.
Those were the shit too, man.
I still occasionally grab some. When my teeth are good, I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, yeah.
They still make them.
Oh yeah, bro.
Fuck.
I used to catch them at Valero's.
My big old
a lot.
fat ass is always. I'm like my sister. I'm food. I don't give a fuck about the snacks
I'm just-
no
yeah, I'm
more.
same here, bro.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Whenever you would go to Grandma and Grandpa's house, what was the first thing you would go to whenever you would first get to Grandma and Grandpa's house? And I guarantee you're not going to guess what mine is, and you won't even think about it.
It was food because as soon as we walked in, she's like, well, "Did you eat?" No, and it was a pep talk on the way to my grandma's house because she lived in Shallow Water.
Yeah.
My mom was like, "You motherfucker better not tell her you didn't eat," and I'm like, "I'm not." And then as soon as we walked, did y'all eat meal? No.
And I would go to the damn cereals. I would go to the damn cereal. But no, remember Grandpa's stash in the little the couch with her
Of the Werther's?
the caramel.
Oh, the
Candies.
square caramels.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And the stash that he had
Yeah.
in that,
That's
and then
badass.
Grandma's peanut patties.
Oh yeah, the red ones.
The red.
Yeah.
Oh, I still eat. Those are my
Fuck, I forgot. Those were hell yeah, they went hard.
Yes,
I
sir.
still fuck with those.
those good darts or whatever.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring some next time.
When I worked at RC Taylor, they used to sell a big ass like 2-3 pound bag of just all the broken shit, and they would
Yeah,
bag
I've
that.
seen stuff
You
like
remember
that.
that?
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
I'd fuck that up, dude.
I think Market Street still does that.
I think Market
Yeah,
Street does sell
yeah.
that still. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go get me some after this.
Yeah.
But yeah, my grandma would cook for us, and I'm like, I'm ready for that bacon and eggs, grandma.
The one time I
Mine
got
was
to,
cereal.
man, when I got to go with y'all to Shallow Water, she cooked. I can't remember what she made, but I know all those years ago I did because I kept like, I was like, dude, thank you for letting me go. You're like, what? Because I got to eat, and I was like, dude, because yeah, your grandma was real sweet, man. She reminded me of my
It was
abuelita.
it was something new to you, but it was just
Normal to
it,
you,
It was
yeah.
like not appreciated
Yeah.
by us
Oh, yeah.
because it was
It was
just
there,
normal.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot about that shit.
That is
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, my dad. That's cool shit, bro. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, man.
Good dogs.
You know, I really love just old school shit, man, because it makes us feel fucking good, man. It was
Yes, sir.
it was a great time in our life where we woke up every morning and our back and fucking knees
Yeah.
and shoulder didn't fucking
For
hurt.
real, brother. No stresses. You know, you wake up. I'm gonna go to JP's house for 8 hours.
What was our stress every fucking day? You're not gonna guess it. It's trying to get $1 for the fucking Rogers pool.
I was about to say maybe to get burritos or you're right, bro.
Yeah,
that's
because
how
we
I go
would
to-
talk to each other every night, like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna find this $1
Yeah.
somehow, bro, and I'll meet you at the pool."
I'll be like, I'm gonna ask my granny, but I'm gonna tell her you're not going with me, JP.
You know what store I miss? The store on the north side, the Stanford or Stents.
Stinnets.
Stinnets.
Tienda del Chango.
The burritos were the shit, bro. Dude,
I remember that.
when I was a little kid, Stinnets. Shout out to Josie. I know we don't eat their food no more, but I think that's where she got started. She used to sell burritos outside. My dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She said.
You know, I heard something like that.
Way
Yeah.
back in the day, she had a little stand and she would sell burritos because my dad knew her husband and stuff at the time. And she started off that way.
Do you remember that? So, I never knew this until Thomas let it be known, but
I know
Thomas would always say,
I know.
"Hey man, if you find Josie's husband's finger in a burrito, you would win a prize."
That was shut up.
That motherfucker was missing a finger.
That was Jacob Sides who told me that, and I would tell because Jacob. Oh man, and yeah. So
Hey,
Next topic.
Hey, you found Frank's thumb. You won a prize, bro.
oh god, fucking Jacob, man. Jacob hit me up one day. He was like, I guess he got my number from the show, and he was like, "Is this Rios?" And I was like, "Who's this?" And he explained. He was like, "Oh, it's Jacob." But we started going over stuff we did, and I was like, "Do you remember that time I tried to jump out of the back of your truck with JP and JP saved my life?" I was drunk, Mika, going down 50th Street, probably 50 miles an hour, and something told me just jump over out of the truck. And JP just grabbed it. He's like, "What the fuck you doing?" I was like, "My bad, JP. I love you." We go to a park. We were fucking drunk. Jacob goes, "Yeah, JP reminded me of that." I was like, "Dude, we
I can't tell you how many times Puga, just random people were texting me and be like, "Fucking Jacob reminded me of this shit." I was like, this fool's texting everybody like, "Hey, remember this shit?" Like, I wish that fool would live closer, man. He'd bring up all this shit.
We had some fun with signs, man. He was a nut in that his slug bug. How we all fit in that damn thing. We
go to a house party and it got raided, and of course we were in high school, so we haul ass and finally get to Jacob's fucking bug. The cops are parked behind us, and his reverse don't work. We have to get out, push the fucking car back, and then take
the fucking Flintstones.
That's exactly what it was. He's like, just pull it back and it takes off. I remember that shit, dude. Remember when the defrost wouldn't work in the mornings? We'd get out and hit it with the paper towels. Excuse me. We all wiping it on the outside of it.
He had the windshield wipers on a string. No, he did it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like,
both of us on this. You're doing great, Jacob. That buggy was.
Didn't we have to do that one time for Dad's truck, the red one?
Oh, my dad drove pieces of shit.
I remember when you said that.
You remember going to the mall from our house? It honestly took like an hour to get to the fucking mall because his truck didn't go probably like 25 miles an hour.
But he was happy with it.
And he didn't give a fuck.
He didn't give a shit.
And we didn't give a fuck because we're going to get dropped off at the mall. But fuck, like, be there at 7. Hey, Dad, we got to leave at 5:30. Fuck, man.
Do you remember the when we would have to go to the empty lot that we had with the barrels of water going around
to go water our trees?
Yep. Yeah. And I hated to do that, man.
And my dad or my mom now still owns that property, bro. And you would think that it's got fucking oil in it.
Yeah.
Really? She gets hit up every fucking day. You want to sell it? You want to sell it? And she's like, "No, shut the fuck up. Leave me alone."
Yep.
But anywho, man, you want to take a break?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break.
We're back.
All right, man. God dang, dude. We just had a fucking tearjerker of a fucking break. Thank you, Thomas.
I love you, brother.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thank you.
We just had some family therapy.
Hey, man.
Literally.
when I've told you that before, like, y'all helped me out. That's y'all helped me out a lot.
Man.
I go home grateful for you. I loved you in junior high and high school, and I know we lost touch for a while. But even when I would run into you or you'd see me, I wish I could tell you, like, bro, you're fucking amazing. So I tell you, like, the podcast is you, bro, I can't think of anybody else who can do a podcast because you don't even have to try to be funny. You're just telling fucking truthful stories. But I love y'all guys, and thank y'all for having me on, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you for my sister being kicked out of my room.
Hell yeah.
I want to ask y'all something, and this is something that I do, and I just realized that I do it today. And you know me. I don't give a shit. Like, my give a shit. My life is so hectic already that I don't give a shit about outside factors.
Yes, sir.
But when I see this happening, I got to ask y'all if this is normal.
Okay.
All right. So you go on social media, right? And you're like, oh, like, sorry for your loss or blah, blah, blah. Do y'all go to research to find out how a motherfucker you don't even know passed away?
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh my God, how did he die?
I'm horrible. Somebody.
I don't go to the Google. I go to somebody that's closer to them and be like, "Hey, what the fuck happened?" Like,
you didn't even know that motherfucker.
You're gonna tell me the dirty shit. Yeah.
No, but there'll be sometimes I'll be all like, "Oh, okay. Oh, so was it cancer?
Oh God,
how was it? Like, how was it? I'm not even playing like a coworker. Like a coworker at work. Miss R, she was telling me about her husband that he died, and I was like, oh, was it cancer or was it? He was like, no, and she told me, why I was like, oh, but yeah, I do that. I do that all the time.
It wasn't AIDS,
and then you go to like that fucker's page or whatever. You're like,
investigate.
Yeah, dude, you fucking
taking notes.
The deck.
Okay, he was here 2 months ago.
TikTok going into the comments. How do you die? How do you die?
You see comments, you're like, I was just kicking it with that fool last night. You're like, oh shit, let me look at the news. Who got shot? Like Like, and you have no clue who the fuck that motherfucker is.
When you told me about the story, we talked about last time that one guy we knew and what happened. I won't say it too much, but yeah, I was investigating, put in the city what happened and rumors. He thought, yeah,
and then it comes out on the news. They're like, "Oh, mom, you know what happened to them? They did this and this and that." Like, how do you know?
Everythinglubbock.com.
Oh, yeah. They're like, how do you know? Because I know the mom's baby mama, cousin Tracy.
Because my sister, baby cousin Tracy.
She went to the show last night and she saw you all.
I thought I was the only one. I really do that, especially like in Lubbock. I'll see something happen and I'll Google it, or I'll see if it's I'll go through the comments to see if it's somebody I know, or somebody. You know,
I'm the biggest motherfucker that don't care about shit. I mean, because. Not in a mean way, but I got my own shit going on, and I've got all kinds of shit going on. And then when I see something like that, I'm like, bloop, 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 fucking turn FBI and shit. Like, how the fuck did...
Hell yeah. Full report on that ass.
Like, how the fuck did he die? He's only 27. How did he die?
Hey,
I really am that
I have a question for you, Thomas. Okay, I had asked JP this, and I had asked my mom this and Jazz on this. What is your biggest fear?
Good question.
Before you answer, I'll give you time to think.
Yes, go ahead.
My biggest fear is dying in a drowning or dying by fire. That's my biggest fear.
My biggest fear
when I was a kid,
is my mom dying before me.
That's gonna happen though.
Like that, your mama would want. I get where you're coming from, but
that's gonna happen.
Yeah, as a parent, we want to bury our kids.
But I
mean, we don't want our kids. We want our kids to bury us.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So I get where you don't want to lose.
That's mom's biggest fear is you dying before her.
Yeah.
Like, so you got to understand that's gonna fucking happen. That's normal.
It happened when Theo Eni said it.
No. That's life. Like, that's life.
It's life.
Like, yeah.
And do you have? And it's not to get spiritual, but do you have hope and faith that one day you will see your father, your Theo, and God forbid, right? So when it is time to go home with our loved ones, when it's time to leave, there's going to be pain no matter what. But if while they're here, you make the strides that you're making, and you be there and you enjoy the moments, it's still going to hurt when they're gone, but you find that peace because you know you're going to see him again. My dad, I pray he's in heaven. You know, I know he knew God, and my hope is that when I do go home, and to answer the question, I used to fear death a lot. My anxiety did I do enough? My mama, I'm going to miss my mom. I'm going to miss my kids. My biggest fear is my kids going through what I went through. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And my job was to protect them from that. And sometimes my fear still is, did I do enough?
Yeah.
But going back to what you're saying, when God wants to send mom home, you're doing your job to make her life now a little bit more better, a little easier. Forgiving yourself for what you've been through, or maybe what you put people through. You know, we all have anger issues and stuff. Forgiving yourself and enjoying her while she's here, you'll find peace in it.
Yeah.
Because the day you do go home, and I get it, you want your mom to bury you, but just imagine when you see dad when you go to heaven, right? So if you can hold on to that, you don't have to be afraid of losing them. You know
what I'm thinking is, like, all right, you have the expectancy to see dad because he's already gone, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to die and be up there and wait to see mom.
Come on.
You want to be, I want to die and go see my mom and dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that y'all say it,
and while she's here, you enjoy every moment, mama. Like, I love my mom. Anybody know I'm my mama's boy. I take care of my mother. I pay her bills.
Dude, you're a Mexican, bro.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Right.
Like,
and my mama's white, but
but what I mean by that is, like, every Mexican boy is a mama's boy.
Oh, you're damn right.
Because that's how.
You're really. But you're
for real. And I'm not being funny with that.
Yeah,
like,
and it's the truth.
Yeah.
And when she goes, it's going to hurt. Man, I know it's going to hurt. But I also, too, I'm going to look at, man, I was with that crazy white woman every day of her life when she wanted Diet Coke and her cheeseburgers. So next time, maybe mom's like, Mika, can I get something? If you're busy, think about it. But, like, I don't want to wait to heaven to get her a burger. I'm gonna get her something while she's here now. Mm-hmm. And then you'll see your daughter see that, and she's going to do the same things for you. And so I pray that your mother's here for another 30, 40 years. And I pray that you're here 50, 60, 70. make every moment count, every minute count. Because when
you say that because I always tell JP, like, I'm always like, hey, I'll tell my mom, like, Mom, you need to do this and this and this, and and so on and so on. You don't know, no. There I go, texting my brother. Hey, you need to tell Mom this and this and this and that. So Mom, and then JP will call Mom, and I'll be like,
Mom, chill the fuck out, Mom.
And what is she like? Mom. Okay, Ashley, we'll do this and this and that. I was all like, damn right, I had to tell on you. It's like, damn.
Don't be telling your brother.
I mean, you know what, man? I think that's a normal thing with the Raza family, bro. You know what I mean? Because, all right, I've said it before. Like, the son is not going to take care of you. They're just not. Because they got another family. What I mean by that is their own family. Yes, you know what I mean? Yeah. But the daughter, you always want to have a daughter. Oh, yeah. Because a daughter is going to take care of you. Oh, yeah. And I'm not meaning that in a rude, fucked up way to my mom.
No.
But you know what I mean? Like today, we just said, like, my mom's in the hospital. I didn't have no fucking food in the fridge. I didn't have, like, I had to fucking go buy groceries. I had to do shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. My sister, on the other hand, is like fucking closed off to the world. Fuck my job. All right, I'm gonna go fucking be with my mom. Yeah. The daughter is always gonna take care of the parent. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I bring that I bring that all up because and I hate that for my sister because my mom is fighting her, and then she'll text me, and I'm like, Ma, you really need to blah, 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 blah. And then my sister will be like, all right, cool, we're going to do this. And I'm like, fuck.
I told you I had to tell my mom.
They just need JP to know.
I feel like my mom's my oldest sister. Like, Dad, tell Mom.
That's how me and my mom, oh, my God. Tommy, I want my Diet Coke. Diet Coke and weenies for her dogs. But while they're here, you gotta enjoy them while they're here.
Dude,
you really do, because we talk about Pops, man. I know y'all miss him every day. And then when you can think about the fun times and the silly stuff, or he give you shit, that's how you keep those memories alive. So when you kind of miss them and you're going through some tough times, focus on the good stuff. Yeah, and the things that he taught you. And
yesterday, like last night, I had to work, and oh my God, I hated it. I cried going to work. But I told JP at 7 o'clock, brother, I'm leaving at 8:30. I'm going to go to the house and do this before I go to work. I'm going to do this and this.
And then at 7:01. And then at 7:02. Dude,
I'm serious.
I was like, shut the fuck up.
My mom is my mom is my number one. And I always have to make sure, because if I'm not there, I have to have either Jaslyn or JP there. Okay, yeah. And I always, and I even called him. I even called my mom. I was like, Mom, when JP gets here, he said he's going to be here after 9. I said, call me as soon as he gets here. And I was like, okay, 11 o'clock came, 11:30 came. I called Mom, and he answered, hello. She was supposed to call me and tell me you were already there. And he was all like, well, she's asleep. Okay, all right, because I gotta make sure. Yeah. And I felt better.
The fuck up.
I felt better because at this whole time that I was at work, I was like dreading. It was like years like going on. And I was like, okay, my brother's not there. Like, is he there? Because my mom was supposed to say. My mom does really good about like responding. And I called her, and he answered his phone, and I just like felt a big old relief, and I was like, okay, he's there. And then he texts me like, hey, Mom's in pain, Mom's doing this, I have to go home. And I was like, okay, well, he left a little bit of leeway. As soon as I got off work, I booked it to the hospital, and I've been up there since. And Jaslyn's over there right now with my mom, and I'm over here doing the podcast.
Your daughter's precious, man.
Oh yeah.
And I seen how they have that connection, your mom and her. You're raising her right.
But I would like to think that every family's like this. You know what I mean?
I would like to think that, but
I mean, granted, there's some hard shit going on with some people, but for the most part, a lot of people that I see on Facebook that are either related to me or actual like real legit friends like you, bro. Yeah. There's not some shit that you wouldn't do for your family. You know what I mean? Yeah.
We may not always agree.
You know, it's gonna become a time where your parents are gonna be sick and they're just old and they're gonna be in the hospital or whatever. I mean, that's just life. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like you got to figure it out. And granted, it's a total fucking. What's the word? Like it's just a jam for your lifestyle.
Clusterfuck, yeah.
But you make it fucking, you make it work,
That's beautifully said, because I know you're talking to me and sis, but at the same time, there might be a listener out there who doesn't have a brother or a sister or someone who gives a fuck.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, you put that time and effort in, and it's badass to know that there's people out there that give a shit. So yeah, there's people out there that have good relationships with their family, and they would do those things. But there are some people that don't care enough, or they'll leave it for somebody else to deal with. And for y'all to communicate, like that's what I got out of that, what you just said, that communication. Like he's like, hey sis, I got to get home, I got to take care of family too. I've been letting you know about mom. You're like, cool, that gives me a little bit of time. That communication is kind of what y'all, even if y'all get on each other's nerves, y'all still communicate for the better good, which is your mother right now. So.
And you know what, and I feel like I thank my mom for helping me and JP helping me for taking care of Jocelyn. Yeah. But I felt so good. Like Thomas, okay, she had to go and stay with my ex, and
but it's star testing right now.
Yeah, that's the whole reason she stayed over there with him. And then as soon as he would take her to school, and then I would pick her up, or JP would pick her up. So my mom wanted her, but right before she gets to school, she FaceTimes my mom. Okay. Mama, are you okay? Did you eat? Are you okay? And then whenever her lunch comes, she says, Mom, she'll text me, did Mama eat? Yeah. Yes, she ate. Well, what did she eat? And I tell her, and then she calls my mom, and she wants to double check.
I'm so happy for my grandparents on my mom's side. And I only say that because my grandparents on my dad's side, they passed away when we were real young. Yeah. But they showed us how to be a family, bro. You know what I mean? Like they showed us how to give a fuck about family, And my cousin Mary Jane last week, she's way younger. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But she was and the love that I just naturally feel for her because she's my grandma's side of the family. You know what I mean?
That's that love and respect you have for them. But it's like sitting across from her, she had that same love and respect. Because I look at you, everybody sees JP as this cool son of a gun. Well, they see the same JP. They know some of the crazier shit too because they're blood family. But that respect that people give to you, you've earned that, and it's not one of these fake, like I gotta pretend I'm something for somebody. No, you are genuinely who you are, and you don't give no fucks about it, and that's awesome.
And you don't give a shit about your parents when you're a kid. Yeah. Dad just hit mom at the dinner table. It's awkward. It's fucking awkward, whatever. But this is life. You know what I mean?
I just want to shout out to Loopy. I'm not gonna discredit him, but I want to thank him out, shout him out for
because he's stepping up and helping out. Yeah.
He took and he was like, hey, I'm getting off at this time. I'm gonna go pick up Jocelyn, and
even though y'all not together no more. Shout out to Loopy.
Co-parent. Oh, that's badass. Yeah. That is. Yeah. Shout out to him. I don't know him, but shout out because your daughter deserves that. She deserves both parents making an effort. Now, we're human. We're going to fuck up sometimes, or we may not know how to do things, but she deserves that. Oh, yeah. She deserves a dad and a mother to say, hey, we don't. That's why me and my ex-wife are cool. As much as I talk shit and play around, the only reason I give a fuck is because she's doing an effort for my kids.
But that goes back to what I'm saying about my grandparents, bro. Is like they set the example for how to love a family. Yes. But my grandpa set the example for me on how to love a woman.
Amen to that. I love.
You know what I mean?
I love that, dude.
Like what I bring up about. What I bring up about like you don't give a shit about your parents. Yeah. As a kid, that's your life. As shit, it might be a shitty situation, but that's your life. Grandma and grandpa were like on the pedestal, and he showed me how to love a woman. You know what I mean? When my grandma was sick with Alzheimer's, and they were like, she needs hospice care, and my grandpa was like, I'll be fucking damn if you take her out of my house. And like, he was old, and he still took care of her around the clock.
That's true. Did you see what I had posted up about my grandpa and my grandpa? I mean, my grandma and grandma. Mm-hmm. They took their vows to heart, till death do us part, till sickness and health, and until she died, he was up until the. And then my mom, up until the day that my dad died, my mom was right there. And then that's what I want. I want to have that marriage. Amen. And JP, like despite like me and Raquel don't see eye to eye. I understand. But I love how JP is with her. I do. And I kind of like, like I said, we kind of have that sister-in-law hate, hate. But I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, she has a good man.
Because you want what's best for your brother.
Yes.
So when you can put and that's what we were talking about, your growth. You know, okay, I may not agree with everything, or I may not blah blah blah, but if it makes my brother happy, I'm willing to give it a try.
Yeah.
That's growth.
But she's a woman that my grandpa showed me how to fucking love.
Oh yeah.
And
I love seeing you happily married, bro. I'll joke, like, I'm happy for you, dude.
Yeah, man.
I mean, am genuinely happy for JP, because you jokingly back in there, I'm never going to settle down, and to see you happy and to see how you are with your wife and when she's here, and even just how you can be yourself without trying to pretend I never did these things. That's a beautiful
my first
thing.
job.
I want that.
My first career, bro. My first career job, because as you know, I switched companies. They gave me that job because I assured them that I was never going to get married. And that's funny, but it's not, because they're like, okay, cool, this dude doesn't have a family obligation. He's always going to be here when we fucking need him. And it was nothing. It was nothing to be 100-hour paychecks, bro, at that place. Yeah. Because you fucking live there. Yeah. But that was a big major plus for me to get the position, because I assured them that I was never going to get married.
And God said, okay, but I have different plans for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Amen, bro.
Exactly, bro.
And that's awesome, because you found happiness, and not only did you find happiness, if you think about it, you found somewhat happiness because you're happy for your brother.
No, yeah. And I love that lady like you fucking could not.
She's amazing, man,
bro.
And that's
you
what
know
I
that.
want.
You
that's
fucking
what
know
I
that.
want. I want to get married because I don't believe in divorce. Like, once I get married, that's it. Because I grew up with my
ugly
grandma.
crying off.
Oh, yep, mom.
That's why I'm technically still married. I haven't got a divorce.
I just the man, like, it's okay. Growing up, I always saw my grandma and my grandpa, and then my mom and my dad, and then the love that JP has for fucking Raquel. Yeah. Like,
fucking Raquel?
Well, you know,
he goes, I love that too.
Like,
take it easy.
And I want
take it easy.
Stupid.
Hey, take it easy.
I want that. I want that, because once I get married, there's no divorce.
Yes, ma'am.
There's no divorce. If he cheats on me, or she cheats, or whatever, whatever, cheats on me, I'm gonna ask, like,
hey, quit drinking that.
Like, what am I not putting to the table? Like, let's work this out.
Yeah.
I will work whatever it out.
I was that way too. I was the dumbass. I call it dumbass.
You're
I
not
loved
a dumbass,
I'm not.
bro.
I would have.
You're trying to make your marriage work. You're not a fucking dumbass.
Right,
and when you were telling me outside,
Yeah.
and you said it's still hard until this day, but you came a long way from what you told me.
You're not a dumbass for trying to.
Kudos to you
for fulfilling your fucking vows.
And you're right, brother. Because I did fight, and I have a little cousin going through it too. I won't say his name. Hell of a kid, bro. And
shout out to Richard.
Hey, I got a cousin Richard in Colorado. I'm gonna go up there pretty soon. Going through it, and they've seen that I went through it, and again, what I went through has kind of helped them out. Now, I get it. They don't want to call and tell me their problems or whatever. But when you love somebody, it's okay to fight for it, And if it doesn't work out, whether it's that person doesn't want to fight, that doesn't mean that you didn't fight for that love. So you're right. And one day you'll find it, God willing. One day I'll find it if I'm still alive. But at the same time, I'm grateful for where we've come from.
But on the other side of things, bro, you're not a dumbass either for not wanting to live the lifestyle that you deserve. So if marriage is kind of really truly holding you back because just you're done, like you're done. Yeah. I get that too. But what tough, I mean to you, bro, is like you really did try. Yes, sir. And it's not a dumbass.
Yeah, you're right. And I appreciate that.
Really trying, bro.
I
get it. Not everybody's meant for each other, and I get that.
And I tried.
I don't want to put it out there that like if you're divorced, that you're a bad person. No. But I'm telling you personally, I know you're not. And you know, I get it as jokes, but it's kind of not.
Yeah, I feel you. No, and I am a self-deprecating person. Yeah.
Whenever you got married, I was kind of envious. Like I had envy.
You should be envious.
But then, also at the same time, Thomas, because I was watching the podcast
Yeah.
Remember, I'm supposed to be your sugar baby, and you're supposed to be my sugar
I know,
daddy.
I know.
You
I
know,
know.
We ain't got no money. We just saw each other's checking accounts. We ain't got no money.
Yeah, if you see my checking account, you have to be my sugar mama.
I had to say that. I had to.
Yeah, you just realized that we ain't got no money,
Yeah,
girl.
I'm broke. I think on the podcast, I was like, Mika, what's your bank account like? 'Cause mine's horrible.
Cash app. Can I borrow $5.99?
Oh, man.
Baby, you hungry? I'll send you some cash app. No,
But before we go, bro, I just want to ask your D real quick, man. Thomas, you were someone that I fucking, you were my brother, man. You are my brother. And you know, we went to, you know, Cancun and you've been on the last 4 episodes, bro. And your presence, man, it means the world to me, dude.
I love you.
And, you know, I never lose touch with any of my friends, man. But it kind of hurt a little bit when you grew apart, you know. And
that was only
but
it was
I'm
on
not
me,
faulting
though.
you. For
No,
that.
I know,
I'm not,
but I'm,
you had kids and you got married.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Even before
And,
that,
but
you my brother.
But having you back in my life, bro, and your presence, dude, it means all the world to me, man.
I love you, JP. I hope.
And
thank you, my brother.
for the people that don't understand what you mean to me, you've been on the last 4 episodes, bro. Fucking love you, dude. I fucking love you, man.
Aw.
You have no idea what you mean to me in my life, bro. And I think I deserve to tell you that, man. Because I haven't told you that.
But I know it.
You're my fucking boy, man.
I love you, P.
Yeah.
I try to say it all the time, bro, how much I love you and what you did for me and your family did for me. But yeah, when we lost touch, it was nobody's fault but my own. And I didn't know what anxiety was. I didn't want to be around nobody. And when you say there was a little jealousy and envy, I was envious of my brother too, because I was supposed to be there. You know, when I look at your wedding pictures, God, I picture myself there. I really do. And it was my fault. You know, your brother, Mika, if you don't know what your brother means to me, there was many times in junior high and high school when I was, you know, I jokingly said I wanted to drop out. I was suicidal. And I could never tell him that. But it's like God knew, because he would call me to spend the night. And it'd be a week at y'all's house. And I could never tell him what I was going through. It's like he knew. But, man, JP, if you don't know, if you don't hear this, and I tell you this a lot, but if you don't know how special you are, I couldn't be here today without God, but I couldn't be where I'm at without you either. You motivate me, bro. You are a badass motherfucker. Whether it was football, whether it was just making people laugh, whether it was I don't know. You're just a bad motherfucker, bro. And I know you don't. You said, "Oh no. You really are, bro. You not just me, man. There's so many. I can go through the names. Jacob, you know, Ariel. You did much for Ariel. People that were not even in your life, you gave them a chance. And even having me on this podcast, you make me feel worth something. There's value, you know. And I could never thank you enough. I'd like to give your wife a shout out. You know, I jokingly say for putting up with you.
I was about to say for
putting up with you, but I give her a shout out because she's brought the real JP out. The man that you are, bro. You're a brother, you're a father, you're a husband, a son. You're my nigga, man. And there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. And I thank you for opening the door to let me come back.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't have to, bro. You didn't have to. And that just shows who you are. And just like how you're motivating your sister and you see her in a different light, I love to see y'all tonight. The way we just all talk, to see you smiling and you giving her shit but loving her. I hope you know how special you are, brother. And Enos would be fucking proud of you, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know that big smile? You know, we'd be
yeah.
drinking a 30 pack with him, but he is proud of you. I know that in my heart.
I think Grandpa would be most proud of you. Grandpa would.
I'll tell you a story about Uncle Enos that we have between us, but so it's we always drank with Uncle Enos, always, and
In
he
the blue
was
truck.
he would always tell Thomas, "Fucking Thomas."
Yep.
Anyways,
it made me feel $1 million.
So we go out and he tells Thomas, "What are you gonna drink?" And Thomas is like, "Take Keystone." He's like, "We don't drink that cheap shit around me." So he's like, "What do you want to drink?" Thomas is like, "I don't know, Bud Light, whatever." So he tells me what I want to drink. And back in the time in high school, I didn't drink because I liked it. I just drank because I wanted to get fucked up, and I knew Bud Light was the thing. So he bought me and Thomas each a 30-pack each. And then he told Thomas, he was like, "Hey man, got you that 30-pack." And Thomas was like, "Oh, okay, cool." It was just like normal shit, but then he was like, no, I got y'all each a 30-pack. And he's like, "And y'all ain't leaving until y'all drink all that 30-pack.
Damn.
Yep.
And we were like, "Nah, fuck you,
He
man."
told me how to shotgun him. And I was like, "I do it all over." Remember, Enos didn't drop a single drop of.
No.
Did they take you out in the country to
Oh,
drink?
yeah, for sure.
Was that where y'all would drink at? Because it was like right down the. Yeah, I remember that. We would have put up fireworks.
But I don't even remember. But I know I drank most of it.
We drank like 22 and 24 beers. I'll never forget it because you were fucked up.
And then we
driving
drove home in high school.
We were 17. JP looks at me. He goes, "I don't know how we're getting home." Fuck it. And we just got home to your house.
Damn.
How we got home, to this day, I don't know. And the next day, I remember we talked to Enos, and he's like, "Hey, y'all get home safely?" And JP's like, "I guess we're
here.
there. Yeah, we're here."
You're talking to us?
Fucking rookies.
No, Enos, man. Enos and Johnny. Oh, dude. I could never repay you for that, bro. Like, just being able to tag
That
along.
fucker showed us how to be fucking
Have
crazy,
you seen
dude.
my uncle? Have you seen my uncle Johnny? Oh well,
It's been years.
he looks exactly like JP. Exactly.
Now that JP's getting older, man, Johnny's the one. Remember, I said
I'm more
Karen McKay.
handsomer.
Thanks, Steele.
Thanks, Steele.
Man, they had women all over them, man, and they didn't give a shit about them.
No,
We're just
dude,
gonna
they
party.
didn't give two shits about girls, man. Like, fuck.
But I'm forever grateful, bro, because like when I hear like Chris and the stories, I remember just being able to be there for a glimpse of it. And again, you didn't have to invite me in and put up on my ass, but I could never repay y'all guys.
Most definitely, my uncle showed me the fucking way.
Oh, man.
But before we leave, man.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I remember. Okay, the other day you were talking about y'all's podcast, and Adam kept saying what y'all's favorite restaurant whenever y'all were younger. Mm-hmm. And I kept telling you, I was like yelling it out of the podcast, and I was like, yeah, they can't. I was like, pendeja, they can't even hear you. You know what my favorite restaurant is? You don't know.
Ponchos.
with the red, with the flag. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And they would bring you whatever the fuck you wanted.
Yo.
I need more taquitos.
Yo, sorry, I had to say that because Adam was all like, "Yeah, Josie." I was like, "Ew." I was like, "It's Ponchos,
No one fucked with
the
Josie's.
little
No,
flag."
I know I didn't.
Not
No one
no.
fucked. Only when you were trying to find their thumb in the burrito.
I would go get free chips and water. They're like, "You sure you don't want no food?" No, this is cool. It's
No one
free.
fucked with Josie's.
It gives me chorro now. Chorro, man.
On that note, yeah, man, shout out.
Yeah. Hey guys. I just wanted to tell you, shout out to my daughter Jaslyn. She's having. She does have her own little business. She's making custom made shoes for right now. She's twerking. Little twerks here and there.
She's
but
customizing Air Force One.
Dude,
shit.
it's badass, man. Wait, and that's on the works right now. But for Mother's Day, they're having, I'm going to be posting it up, and JP is going to share it out. Please, 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 please go and show my daughter some of y'all's love. She made some Mother Day bracelets. So
yeah, she makes bracelets.
Yeah.
We've already said
Yeah,
this.
and
Yeah.
she's pretty good.
So
at that shit.
please, please, please go and show her some love. Like, I just love my baby. I love my daughter.
Anyways, next shout out.
and I want to shout out to Mom.
Yeah, shout out to Mama.
Mom, you gotta get stronger because we got to take those family pictures that we were supposed to take Sunday.
Oh, we are, girl. We are. Don't worry about it.
I'll take
Shout out.
pictures. Shout out to my little brother Andrew Rios, Big Drew. He just went to the Felipe Esparza. If you look at Felipe's Facebook,
yeah, dude.
he's the first guy
With the titty?
That's my brother Drew, bro.
For
The
real?
that's baby Drew.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he pulled his shit
He
out
did,
inside his
man.
tit.
Yeah, he did.
That's
But,
badass.
he's a good kid, man. He's him and his wife, my sister-in-law Dana. They have 2 babies. They're learning. They're going through it. But shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
That's my baby boy.
Fuck
so
yeah.
shout out to my
Shout
big
out to that
brother, man.
mofo. Yeah.
And shout out to the Glory with my ugly cry right now. She would be laughing.
Crying ass.
Shut up.
I was all, you're beautiful, JP's all, God, you cry ugly.
Y'all make sure to check out that ugly ass cry on YouTube. Shout out to my mom, man. You're gonna get your ass out of the hospital.
Yes.
And make some tamales. Tráeme una cena de tortillas, te la voy a pagar.
Can we say your line
better.
together, me and you?
No. This ain't the Ashley Lopez show.
Come on.
Anyway, shout out to
Memory.
the John Eric Media.
Yes.
I fucking love Ramos. I fucking love Eric, man. They're doing fucking nice things in this motherfucker. Like, I wish I can give a tour of this fucking studio. Like, it's gone, bro. It's been up in the whole fucking year. It's been upgraded like a motherfucker.
I'm proud of all of y'all
Hell
guys,
yeah.
man. I'm proud of y'all.
Shout out to the Pendejos every Friday. Shout out to the Deep Dive with Donnie Flamingo every Monday.
Yes.
That mofo will open your mind.
I've been getting into that, bro. I just let it play, and I'm like, I like that. So
Yeah.
Shout out.
And shout out Adrian Puga, shout out Jacob Sines, man. Fucking love you guys. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. I being put on the spot right now, but shout out, of course, DJ Kipo, Patriot Paint and Construction, and Tigre Burrito. Make sure you go get you some burritos in the morning, man. Get that breakfast in you. And until next time, read some books. Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. This episode is brought to you by DJ Kipo. DJ Kipo handles all things like weddings, quinceañeras, anniversaries, and graduations. He's good at what he does, keeps the party going. And hit him up on IG, TikTok at DJ Keepo 806. Once again, that's DJ KEEPO 806. Oh, it's you again. This episode is brought to you by Patriot Paint and Construction. They specialize in commercial and residential. They also specialize in drywall and paint. No job is too big or too small for them. Hit them up at 806-544-7199. Oh, you're still here? This episode is brought to you by Tigre Burrito, located at 720 Highway 62 in Wolford, Texas. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They specialize in breakfast and lunch burritos. They've also got some plates. Tell them JP Lopez sent you. But breakfast burritos are pretty fucking huge, so you better bring a big appetite. They're the shit.